Look at that. That's important. If you're looking for a missing person, you don't want to look for your missing tracking stick too. And adding just those little features and modifying your tracking stick is a huge thing. It's so important. In the search towards missing person, your tracking stick is one of the most important tools that you can carry with you. It provides a form of stabilization, it provides a form of guidance, it can be used as a measuring stick and used in tracking to look for sign. How we're going to modify this so that it becomes a tool for us to be used in search and rescue and search for a missing person? Well, in this video I'm going to show you how to modify your tracking stick so it's useful for you in the search for missing persons. I'm Robin, I'm a NASA Search and Rescue instructor. I teach wilderness search for missing persons, and this is Emhance International Responder Development. In the years that I've been doing search and rescue, I've used quite a lot of different tracking sticks. This is the one that you might have seen from my other videos. I recently went to Decathlon and found myself a new one. This one is particularly lighter. The problem is with good tracking sticks, they're significantly expensive. Note that there is a difference between a running tracking stick that is used by trail runners and a almost kind of Nordic walking kind of tracking stick. For me, I prefer a lighter carbon version that either has a twist option that is sturdy, and yes, they take a little bit longer to deploy, but if you're doing mountain-based search and rescue or you're doing land-based search and rescue, you need a very sturdy tracking stick. So it's important for you to not cheap out on your tracking stick because we are putting a lot of weight on them and we need them to be sturdy. As well, they can be used as improvisation devices, for example, splinting a leg in a wilderness environment, as well as making a camp. Do not cheap out on your tracking stick. Some tracking sticks are bought by single piece. This one came in a double. This is my new one. It is... can't read it fully yet. That's what it is. And now I'm going to show you what and how to modify it so it's useful for you in the search for missing persons. But in order to do that, I need you to understand why we're modifying this. Because in search and rescue, we're going to use this a lot. We're going to use this to track. We're going to use this to look for sign. And we're going to place this to mark areas so we can do our line searches if we have to. Do you see how hard that is to spot for you guys? Just take a second to look. Where is the tracking stick? Okay? Now, I'm going to show you a little trick. Here's the modified tracking stick. Now that's a blast, isn't it? Look at the difference. You see the flagging on that one? Right there. And even at a distance at the camera, when the camera is not fully zoomed in, that is a difference, right? Look at that. That's important. If you're looking for a missing person, you don't want to look for your missing tracking stick too. And adding just those little features and modifying your tracking stick is a huge thing. It's so important. All right. So what are the pieces that we can modify on a tracking stick? The main problems with a search and rescue tracking stick, if you place it down somewhere, if you place it somewhere, it's not gonna be as visible at night or during the day. Because most tracking sticks are black that you can buy. So we're gonna modify it so it's visible. How are we going to do that? Maybe if you've seen the previous tracking stick I had. We're going to use a flagging tape and we're going to use reflective tape. And as well, give it some extra oomph and make it more useful, and we're going to add some duct tape to it. Okay, let's start off with the handle. We're going to add some flagging tape to the handle here. Because flagging tape with the movement in the wind is going to make this trekking pole a lot more easier to see. What can we use with that? So, we can preferably use PVC flagging tape, and if you can, use it in multiple different colors. Right now, I have only purple with me, which is fine. I'll add some to it later. I'm gonna just take a piece of flinging tape. If you do it nicely, take a few rescue scissors. And don't be particularly light on it. The more you see it, the more it's visible too. Then we're gonna take a trekking stick, take the end. I'm not gonna do anything very particular with it. Just a simple knot will suit it nicely. That's one. That's two. If you can add, if you have blue or yellow or anything, other colors, that can help significantly too. So, that's one. So imagine that is a whole lot more visible than a normal trekking stick, right? Stay. Next. Gonna take the handy dandy 24-hour rescue pack. We're gonna find ourselves some 3M reflective tape in red and white. Again, dual color, so it's easier to see at night. Again, take our handy dandy rescue scissors. Get rid of that. Leave no trace, people. Stow that away. About how much of it do we need? Go. Place it around. Let's do this on the top handle here. Nice and neat. Now we're going to do the same with our red. Bold. That's about right. That should suit it. Place that underneath it. Looking nice and neat. How about that? So we're a lot more visible at night now. So we're not gonna lose this thing. Less likely. Then, here's a neat little trick I'm going to show you. Duct tape is your friend in the wilderness. So, in this case I have green duct tape. And I have some good old silver duct tape. I like the silver one, just because it is a little bit more reflective too, and it helps. Why are we going to place duct tape on our trekking stick? It is simple. Because we can repair a lot of stuff with duct tape. We can repair packs with it. We can make stuff with it. We can... No, I'm not going to say that. You know, type in the comments what you think I'm going to say, what I was going to say. So, we're going to take our handy dandy duct tape. Make sure that we have enough room. I don't care about the branding because I bought this stuff with my own money. So just wrap it around nicely. And don't spare this stuff. If you're gonna need duct tape, you're gonna need duct tape, and then you're gonna need a whole lot of it. It's gonna wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap. As much as you think you're gonna need when you're in trouble. Right? So don't put this stuff on sparingly. You're not gonna need to put on the whole roll. Because here's the magic. You have 2 trekking sticks. So if you are mantracking, an additional thing that you can do is can put castration bands on them. I don't have them because I personally like to use a measuring tape instead. But that's my personal preference. It is, however, significantly faster if you use a trekking stick for tracking missing persons for establishing where the next sign or footprint is. If you want to learn that and want to support our channel, go sign up for one of our courses at www.emhance or responderdevelopment.com. So this is the way you're going to support the channel, or subscribe and like, of course. Now, if you think you're in a real pinch and you're really scary of losing this thing, you can always, if you really wanted to, grab over one of your glow sticks and either make them at the end, or what you usually also see is people put lights on them. So they put a light on here, and usually they use a simple bicycle light. I have not found a need for it yet, because I like this, but the bicycle lights are decently a good idea. You can get the rubbery ones and put them on here. That works decently well. But usually because of I have my reflective lighting, and since I'm using lighting anyway when I'm at night, these work decently well enough. But if you can double it up and just want to be sure, a decent cheap bicycle light that just runs on a flat battery is more than sufficient enough. It's not sticking. Stick. Damn, you stick. So let's compare the differences, okay? You guys have now seen this. I'll pull them at a distance and you can see the difference between the two. Right. Put them here inside. Without. With. Can you see the massive difference between the two? It is a beautiful shot, but straight into the sun, you see that? If you like this video and you want to learn more about search and rescue, make sure you like and subscribe to Emhance and Responsive Development, because we're able to do a lot more videos because of your help. And we're able to make a difference in a social way. So thank you so much for your time and efforts and dedicating your time for finding missing persons. This is Robin, Search and Rescue Instructor for NASA and Emhance and Responsive Development. Cheers. See? I should definitely watch. There's a line that says max.